see.
Hello,
Hey,
can you hear
Jerroid.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Okay, I was
Oh, that's
struggling.
Hezekiah telling you get off the phone.
No, you know that was guy because she was like sister wife. Don't be playing with me.
Uh-oh.
Don't be
Well,
messing up
that's
Don't
this
your
get
good
my
thing
boy
answer
I
for the
got
ones
going
Jerroid in
on.
trouble,
for the
y'all.
ones
Don't
in
get
the
him stuck.
comments that she ain't
Listen,
having it. She ain't having it.
He ain't
No.
having it. It's
my
not going.
my
Okay.
my it's funny because that's the one thing me and my wife, I love my wife. We've had the tough conversations. We've had conversations, and I'm saying this because I recommend other married people to do the same thing. Have conversations about if cheating goes on. Have conversations about if you want to be with somebody else. Have conversations about all of this stuff. Me and my wife, before we got married, we had all of those conversations. That's why
Hmm.
this isn't anything that's surprising. Um, we had tough conversations. The reason I wanted to have tough conversations because I wanted to get all that mess out of the way, right? So my wife has never told me that I couldn't do anything crazy. My wife is totally if I do something crazy, you know what I'm saying? My wife is don't have a problem with that. But my wife don't want to be surprised. That's what she's
Right.
always told me. She don't want to hear it from
Yes.
nobody else. She wants to hear it from me, and she wants it to be a respect between me and her. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though she even gave me that rule, even though she told me that, it's almost like the fact that
You
she
don't
told me
want
that,
to.
I don't want to
Hmm.
do it.
I
Period.
don't
Right.
blame you.
Period.
I'm
You
like, I like,
what do you need? What can another woman give you that she's not already, giving you?
I
You
know
got the
that's how
complete package
I
right
know,
there.
I know
Hmm.
she messed up the game. You
Now
know
Period.
what I'm
she ain't
saying?
mess
She
it
messed up
up.
the whole game.
She ain't mess up nothing because I don't blame her. Listen, with y'all know that
Period.
women know the difference
Like,
between sugar and shit, and she knows she got sugar, and you know you
see
got
Period.
it
that,
too. So why mess it up?
Why
and
mess it
and
up? You
that's
don't need
why
nobody
that's
bringing it.
why that's why I say that's why one of the things that when she has tried to say stuff about me, because I somebody sent me the video when she was talking about me, talking about your family got to be surprised, this and this. My family ain't surprised. My family ain't surprised.
And they
We talk.
welcome my
We
baby with open
And
arms.
that's it.
Thank you.
That's it. You
Yep.
heard me. You heard me say I called my niece to do his hair, and she was there the next day. You want to know why? Because I'm a cool uncle. Because I make
That's
sure I
right.
take care of my nieces. When they dad was in a situation, I made sure every Valentine's Day until they got out of high school in Dayton that I bought them Valentine's Day gifts
I know
because I
that's
wanted
right.
them to know, and if your dad couldn't be there, I got your back.
Muriel fucked up, man.
You
Muriel
know,
She
really
Yes, she
fucked
did,
up
did.
because
Velvet. I was
Gerard
just
sound
about to
like a
say
good,
that. If you up in
like
the
like you
window,
could have
Muriel,
had something, bitch.
yeah, you
You could have
dropped
and
the
had
and
ball.
something.
and let
Or
me
not
You
and,
even
and let
dropped
that.
me
it and
say
It's
this,
stepped
it's
on it.
and let me say this. I didn't date her because she was a young girl. She went hard for me. My problem was it was a situation, and I didn't, and it wasn't that I wanted to break up with her. I just felt like she needed to deal with that situation before she could deal with me.
hmm
And she chose not to and got upset with me. And then that sent us down this path. We've never had we never went through any domestic violence stuff. We never went through anything. So my thing was, I did prepare for a person that I could be with. That's what the ideal was. The problem
hmm
was in a month and a half, I realized she couldn't be that, right? So, but in a month and a half, apparently my dumb ass couldn't put on a condom. Well, I chose not to put on a condom. That is
Right.
my mistake. You get what I'm
hmm
saying? So that's the
But you
catch
received the
with our
blessing.
situation.
Hmm
That's the catch with our situation. It was just that I didn't think she was there enough to be in a relationship. And again, we were having fun. Of course, you have fun within those first 2, 3 months, but
Right.
there's something that click inside and say, yo, is this for me? And I realized that it wasn't for me I realized it wasn't for me after she lost it. And you seen some of the messages. You seen some of the messages. She lost
Yeah,
it.
I seen some
And
of
when
them too. That bitch was crazy.
and and when she lost it, I made a decision. And I made a decision to protect the people that I love, by
Mm-hmm.
not dealing with her. The baby situation just made it more complicated and more complicated and more complicated. But I had already, we were dealing with each other that it wasn't going to work. And I think that bothers her more than anything. You can't be, listen, if Tupac broke up with you,
Mm-hmm.
you will feel a certain way, right? You'll be like, okay, Tupac broke up with me. But if Biggie broke up with you, you like, this fat nigga ain't going. So I was Biggie. She wasn't ready for
I
me to
don't know.
break up
I
with her.
like fluffy niggas. I'm a chubby chaser. I like fluffy niggas, so that's all right
Listen,
with me. I feel some
listen,
kind of way.
listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm telling you right now. I didn't realize until I got older that my wife is older. I love older women. I love older women to death. Not only that, I like thicker women. So and so again, my type of one, my wife laughs at me because she says, that's not even your type. I know Muriel isn't my type. I just thought this could, step outside of myself and do something different. My black ass should have stayed exactly where I was at,
Hmm.
you know? Um, but that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? But let me also say this too. This person you have now wasn't that extreme when I was dealing with her. Remember, I came at her only having 2 kids. This extreme of her now, I didn't get to see this. So as you guys are watching certain things now, I'm starting to see it too. And you know, it's kind of it's not just scary, but it's one of those things where I say, yo, I know when a person need prayer, so pray for her. So
Right.
if you going say stuff, pray for her. If you going you know, be mad at her, pray for her. That's a person that needs some serious prayer. And when you play with spiritual stuff, this is what I've learned too. When you play in the spiritual realm, spiritual things are going to come after you. She has played in
Hmm.
the spiritual realm so much that the only way to get her out is spiritual prayer. So what I'm saying to people is they need to start praying for her. That's fine if you want to send her cash apps. I wouldn't, but I would pray for her. That's fine if you want
Do
to
you
make
think?
comments, but I would pray for her.
Do you think that
Go
she
ahead.
has the potential to be a better mother?
Ooh, that was a
Mm.
good question.
Yeah.
uh Getting out of my feelings about that one. Ooh, that was a good one. Um
I think he answered the question.
I want to believe so. And I if you would have asked me this question on Wednesday before I picked up Hezekiah, I would have told you, I would have gave you a different answer. But I think that I'm hopeful now because of Hezekiah. Um, he makes me want to believe in her again because he does. But
Okay.
the adult in me says, we've been down this road before, and I just got
Mhm.
to prepare him for whatever may come. So I want to
Come
believe
right,
that
right.
she can be, but I've also have to prepare him to be able to deal with whatever comes our way when it comes down to her.
Okay,
That's
so
the best way I
Hezekiah
can
is still
answer that.
holding on the faith that she may change for the better, is what you're saying, basically.
No,
Of
it's just the
course.
love that he has for her,
Yeah, of course.
as
Yeah,
his
of
mother,
course.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a
And
great
and
answer, Gerard. I applaud this
and
answer.
there's no way.
Hmm.
Yeah, and there's no way I cannot. I'm we supposed to hope with each other. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to hope with our kids. So that's where I'm at. You know, I got to believe for him. Now the question is, do I want him to go back? Hell no, hell no. You know, I don't want him to go back. Is that decision up to me? Not really. But you know what? I'm gonna do everything to try to keep him in my house because I feel like I can do a little better.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do
You
it
you
know, and
think
I
is
it,
think,
like a it's a temporary custody right now.
as as a paperwork right now, but again,
Right.
there's things that she didn't even talk about, and there's things that I didn't learn until I went into that hearing, and there's things that has not been completely revealed. So we don't know what's going to happen. But everybody, listen, I came on here and I said, and I never made excuses for not really being there. Well, I did make a few excuses for not being there for 8 years, but
Mm-hmm.
I accepted that I needed to do better. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's a lot. Some people need to just take accountability. And it sucks when people make you take accountability, because when people have to make you take accountability, you're no longer in control of it. They're now in control. So she's a little bit of a controlling person, and now she has to deal with people who now have, telling her that they're in control. And I don't know how that's going to end up.
do you think
And
Hezekiah
no matter how, it's tough.
do you think Hezekiah realizes that his mama was lacking in the motherly aspect of what mamas is now that he kind of sees what a normal family is, what a normal family runs like?
He
Thank
saw
you. I don't know who sent that, but thank you.
him.
You breaking up.
Listen, he saw it before he walked into my house. Yeah. Okay. So from my understanding, can you hear me now?
I can.
Yes.
Hey, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
from
can hear
my
you.
from talking to him, I think he's realized it a while ago. I think that he realized certain things weren't supposed to be like this. He's very observant. They are I believe that those kids are way more mature than they should be at their ages. So I think he looks at things and he already kind of knew that. I think that he's kind of in a state of shock right now that we actually move the way we do. I cook in the morning, I cook dinner, you know what I'm saying? I actually, I think he's a little more shocked about that, but this is what we do.
Are you
So
concerned for Muriel's mental health? Like, do you think that she has some mental issues?
You asking,
I mean,
did you see the text
I
messages she sent to me?
I know, I know, I
I've
know.
been worried. I've been worried for a
What
long
to well, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
this
Those messages to me don't signify mental health. It seems like a woman who got good pipe and didn't know how to let it go. That's what I
you
read
stupid.
when
You
I.
stupid. I ain't gonna play with you on that one.
But
So
it's the
yes, I
truth.
do believe.
But that's what I
So I
read.
do.
That's what.
So I do believe that there's certain things. We have to accept that addictions are addictions, right? We're most commonly known to addictions as being, alcohol, cigarettes, sex. But what we're not prone to is uh so we which is new, right? It's new. Social media presence is can be an addiction. People
mhm,
looking at you is an addiction. We are, and remember, some of us are a lot older, so we remember dial up, right? We remember the so we
Hmm.
come from that era. So that era understood addiction as what it was. Now these are new addictions that's showing up. Social media, you know what I'm saying? D- Stuff we ain't never did before, lean, stuff we ain't play with, Percocet, stuff we ain't do. So now these people are on new different addictions, and I believe that these new level of addictions you do need certain help, and it does mess with you mentally. So I do think she probably need to figure out her mental status, and I don't think she need to figure out her mental status for me, uh or for any of the other dads. Figure it out for the kids, because
Mhm.
more than anything they want it. So if you can say forget me, you can say forget everybody on this app, do it for them.
So has Hezekiah spoke with you yet? I know, everybody is getting to know each other and get comfortable with each other, but has he brung up or s- like talked about situations that happened at home or um anything regarding Patrick?
Um, so I don't want to trigger anything, so I've
Mhm.
kept it very vague and narrow. Um, and my son gave me some advice too.
Mhm.
Just ask certain questions, don't treat him like he doesn't know. So he did reveal something to me that was very major.
Okay.
And and it was simple.
Mhm.
It was something simple that I believe that it, it was simple for her to adjust and change, and she refused to. Um,
Mhm.
and it caused in certain situations to happen. Uh, Unfortunately, I- it's certain things is just real sad.
Right.
And and so he's told me stuff. I found out stuff from the hearing. I'm finding
Mhm.
out different things, and just to be honest with you, I think it's more than even that we all know. So I
Right.
don't do, let me say this. Let me say this. A lot of
Mhm.
people on this app may have been the reason why certain things got attention, but
Mhm.
there was a catalyst that was being pushed way before you guys got addressed to it. And
Right.
a lot of her issues happened prior to this. A lot of,
Right.
you know stuff happened before this. If you if you get if we
I
bring
stay. Mhm.
all y'all did was bring marshmallows to the campfire.
Right.
And some of y'all
Right.
brought the marshmallows, some of y'all brought the graham crackers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Some people brought different things. You know what I'm saying? And then some people, you know what I'm saying, threw water on the fire, right?
Mm.
But
Mhm.
nonetheless, none of y'all started the fire.
No,
Nobody
I
on
knew
this
that. Mhm.
nobody on this app started that fire. She started the fire, and she brought everybody else into it.
Right.
you know, and she won't take responsibility for that,
For it.
which is
Mhm.
weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
there's certain things that you got to be like, yo, I did this and I created this. And I think that's when change is going to happen. The reason I say there's a level of mental
Mhm.
health that needs to be dealt with is because I don't think that she took any of this serious. I don't think she ever takes things serious unless
Mhm.
um it affects her pockets.
Right.
um
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Then let me ask you this: do you think she purposely started this fire?
hmm, Man, you killing me with the good questions.
Mm.
um
I wish people would kill me with some beans. I'm just
Self-consciously.
coming off a 6-day ban. I'm just saying.
Self-consciously, you know how like some people, how like some people say they just drawn stuff, negative stuff is drawn to them.
Hmm.
I think that's her. I think that self-consciously she did it on purpose, but she didn't realize that it would get this bad, right? She didn't realize it would be like this. Like I think in her head she went, this would be fun, right? But then the fun turned into, this is really fun. But just like a addiction, right? It's cool to dibble dabble in it, right? Y'all dibble and dabble, right? Y'all, it's like alcohol. Y'all drink alcohol. She drinks the whole fifth, and then go and get another fifth, and then take a Percocet with it, and then smoke
Mm.
weed. Like,
Mm,
stop, stop. Everybody else on
mm,
here is drinking the alcohol, but you're taking other stuff with it. Stop.
mm-hmm,
And I don't think when a person is addicted, they don't know how to stop. And that's why I
mm-hmm.
think her issue is she shouldn't have played with this because she don't know how to stop. Because even now she
Right.
doesn't know how to stop.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't at all.
I
And
don't
it's
think
And
she
mind
want to
blowing.
stop.
Yeah.
Some
you
people
said
who
what?
like alcohol, I don't think she want to stop. Some drug addicts like being Lord addicts. Lord, I can't talk.
Yeah,
Some people
yeah.
who drink like to drink. Um, Same thing with cigarettes, anything else. Some people like the addiction. They don't want to stop. They even fall in love with it. That's why it's called an addiction. And in her
Yeah.
case, I don't see her wanting to stop. She started the fire. She likes the fire. She's been burnt by it. She enjoys the colors, the heat, so on and so forth. And at this point, like there's no stopping. Cause I don't see her fighting for Hezekiah or the rest of the kids. I don't
That's
ever see her fighting for them.
that's why we gotta hold people like this up in prayer, right? If this
Mm-hmm.
was your cousin, if this was your cousin, what would you do? Hold him in prayer. If this was your uncle, you will hold him in prayer. If this was your parent, you will hold him in prayer. That's what I think needs to happen. There need to be. We know the family not gonna hold her in prayer. At
Right.
least if they
Mm-hmm.
are, right. At least if they are, you know, they need help. They need more people to help hold her up in prayer. Because if they ain't already been having her in prayer, they need help. And so the one thing that I do know is a lot of people on here has prayed on the back end for me, and
Mm-hmm.
things have worked out a certain way. People on here gonna need to pray,
Hmm.
you know,
So,
because I don't get it. My addictions is a little different. My addictions is the Skittles. Okay. Starbursts. Okay. You know what I'm saying? My addiction might be food, but what I've learned when I started losing weight is I can still have all that stuff. I just got to do it in moderations, right?
Right.
right.
So her thing is she needs to, if she's going to stay on here, she just need to do it in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Um if you can't control the moderations, don't do it at all. But I can't tell her what to do. I've never been able to tell her what to do. I've never been able to suggest what to do. You hear how she talked to me when I talk to her nice.
Right.
Um,
She has no
you
respect.
none. And
Mm-hmm.
she and the thing about it is this is how it always been with me and her. I've never talked to
Mm-hmm.
her with disrespect. And I don't have time to do it.
Right. And so, with that being said, do you feel that she is going to take the proper steps that she needs to take, even though, if we hold her in prayer and, all that good stuff? But do you think that she is going to take the proper steps to get her children back?
Man, y'all give me some good questions. Jesus, I wasn't even gonna take no questions today. um, let me say that. Let me say this. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
you guys prayed for me to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I got on that phone call with Charlie, I was dead set on I didn't want to deal with this girl no more, no matter what.
Right.
And through conversation and prayer, y'all made me completely change my mind. Talking to Cooper completely changed my mind. I'm 38, and I a lot of the people on here was able to help me change my mind and do certain things. So at 38, I'm still changing my mind. I want to believe that she can continue to change through prayer
Mm-hmm.
and through people talking common sense to her. So so
You're
maybe
breaking up, Gerard.
you know I she um,
Hearts in the comments, y'all. You breaking up, Gerard. I'm
all
sorry.
right.
It's all right. We couldn't hear nothing you were saying.
Um so I want to believe that she can, she will fight. But
Mm-hmm.
but again, I don't. I, I, I mean, just pray for her, and maybe it worked for me. Maybe it'll work for her. I don't know,
Right.
but I just don't know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And she's such a sporadic person that you don't know, and you don't know if it's serious or not. Like I got
Mm-hmm.
sent something to me, and they said she was crying online. It's hard because one, I want to have sympathy and empathy, but I don't know if it's real. And
Mm-hmm.
that sucks, right? Nobody ever
Right.
wants to look at a person and go, I don't even know if they're being real because of so many lies they've told me. Um, so I don't know. I don't know if she wants
Right.
to or she will. I just don't know.
No,
I mean,
I
it's
I
sad.
completely understand. Mm-hmm. So, Gerard, question: Are you open to any question? I know you said you didn't really want to answer anything. So, and if you are not, you don't want to answer any more questions or anything like that from nobody else, that's completely understandable. This is, for you and for you to be comfortable. So, were you
Mhm.
open to answer any questions from like any of the commenters?
Yeah, I'll do some questions for about another couple minutes. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So,
You just you're not gonna get me to say anything bad about her. So in the
right. No,
comments, you can
yeah,
cuss
I
me.
completely.
You can cuss me out. You can tell me about myself,
No,
but
Nah,
nobody
ain't
is
nobody
allowed
not
to
cussing
gonna.
you out. Anybody come up here with
and
that fool la
nobody
la, you getting
disrespecting
shot
you.
the hell up out of
Yeah.
here. So come up
They
here with
and
some sense and some respect. This is
Yeah,
this is a cool
right.
panel. We not in the mood for it.
Yes, they
yeah.
will get
I
kicked and booted. I ain't going for no. I told everybody that before you even came over here. It ain't no disrespect. Keep it cute, please, because you
yeah.
listen. Snipers is on deck, and you will be out of here before you get to finish your damn question. If I sense that it is a little bit of shade, disrespect, any of that shit, you gone. So if you in the queue and you on bullshit, get the fuck out. So sister, anybody can want somebody drop for me, please. I ain't want to open up the boxes no more than what they already. Hold on just 1 second. I know I had Stephanie.
It's
Hey
sitting in my
Steph.
garage. Hold on. Hey, baby. Hi, Gerard. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Can you hear me? You know who this is, right?
No.
This is Stephanie, the girl that originally reached out to you.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're the number that I called when for Hezekiah to talk to the kids.
No, I'm the girl, the very first girl that reached out to you. I'm the one that connected you with Charlie. Remember, Stephanie?
Oh, okay, okay,
Mm.
okay.
So I just wanted because
So you the
I'm
one. So
not
you
really.
one of the ones that found me.
I'm the one that found you. There you go. So I just wanted to apply to you because you know that first conversation me and you had, you were like over it. You were like, I'm not dealing with her. She's fucking crazy. She did this, and you even showed me the messages to really prove that she really was not fucking together. And if I can be quite honest, um, I felt guilty for reaching out to you. I felt bad because I know that's kind of like the foundation of Bigo. That's what people do, and they do it maliciously to try to destroy people's life. But when I did it, it was really out of a state of concern, um, and I felt so guilty. I'm like, why did I do that? Oh my god! And when you connected with Charlie and you guys had that interview,
Oh,
and I
I'm
actually
sorry,
heard you.
Stephanie.
Yeah, I can't do it, ma'am.
I
You
can't
don't.
either.
What's wrong?
No, you don't go
No,
to
because this
Walmart
What's
ain't
wrong?
and
Charlie Live.
promote Kmart. You don't do that. Don't
And
do
I
it.
understand you connected
Wait,
him
no,
with it. So
correct me
what's
if
the
I'm
Well,
wrong. What am
question?
I doing
let
wrong?
let
No, can you
let me
ask the
let
No,
me
I
let me
was
question? I'm
just,
say.
sorry.
I was
Hold on,
just,
hold on, hold on, hold on. Hey, so I kind of get where she's trying to go. Don't feel bad that you reached out to me. Don't feel bad. You
yeah.
did. listen, God leads people a certain way, and certain situations. Don't feel bad that you reached out to me. I think it was Scorpion Sniper. She wrote me. She said so many things about me, and you know what I'm saying. I had to sit back and I had to think about some stuff she said. So you didn't do
Mhm.
anything wrong. You guys were
Okay.
concerned, and let me say thank you for reaching out, because I would have never knew any of this stuff was going on. So
And
thank
that's
you
what
for
I was
reaching
trying to
out,
get at.
and
Yeah,
don't
that's what I
and
was
don't
trying to get
feel
at, just
bad.
applauding you. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
and that's all I
don't
was
feel
trying to say. It
bad.
wasn't to offend anybody. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
don't
No,
feel
you're good.
Um.
bad.
Okay.
Don't feel bad. You didn't do anything wrong. I think a lot of people on here, and I've learned that, has just is it was just concern. And I think a lot of people
Yeah.
wanted me to feel more concerned. I think a lot of people wanted me to be more concerned about Hezekiah than my own personal feelings about her. And I think they were right. And I'm glad that
Yeah.
people reached out for Hezekiah more than just reaching out for me. But
Right.
what I say is thank you. But what I also will
Yeah.
say is, uh, for some people, when you're reaching out to people, pump your brakes, because I generally, I have a different personality, so
Mhm.
I accepted it, but somebody else could be really evil and
Right.
go at you a certain way. So
Right.
be careful
And
about doing
that's why
that
I
next
was so
time.
skeptical afterwards. Yeah, and you're right. And that was my whole reason why I bring it up, because I was like, oh my God, why did I do that? Did I
No,
open up
you're
the door
fine.
for
You're fine.
you know?
Oh,
You're
you
So
did
fine.
a
that's why.
wonderful thing. That
Yeah.
was a good
So
thing,
Yeah.
girl.
you guys, it wasn't me coming up trying to be like rude or anything like that. It's just that's what had been on my mind, because this is serious. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Right.
I felt bad, but now seeing the end result of it is beautiful.
It's
It
yes,
really
that
is.
was a
Yeah.
It
wonderful
really
thing.
is. It's a
Hmm.
wonderful thing. It is. So y'all have a good day, and
You
I'll be
too,
gone.
Steph. All
All
right.
right, bye.
Thank you.
All right.
And make sure y'all
What's for dinner
audio and
tonight,
everything is
You said what's
together.
for dinner tonight?
Gerard?
Man,
Tonight,
you gotta fix your
You say
connection,
tonight,
baby.
you cook every morning and
I
every
do.
afternoon. What's for dinner?
Tonight, I'm doing a Louisiana style pasta. I'm doing
Calm down.
it's going to be linguine. It's going to be turkey sausage, chicken, and what I normally do for my Alfredo sauce, I do a tomato creamy sauce, and I'm gonna just do spinach. Keep it simple.
I know, right? I want to come to his house. Y'all get y'all a fluffy nigga. They be winning. They be winning.
Period. Hey, True. True. You probably got
And for
yourself
those
on
of you
mute.
who keep,
Just
I
click
don't see
click
it
on the
anymore.
box and she in the queue. I hope y'all connection and everything is together. True, because I know True had gifted. True, I'm gonna drop you. Just come back, okay? Because he can only do this for a couple minutes, so I need y'all to have y'all connection and everything together. Yeah, just make sure y'all ain't got no apps running in the background. Make sure you don't got no any other devices sitting next to you, because it's y'all connection, it will be messed up or hard to hear you. So just make sure y'all got everything together now. Nah, you in the blinds, baby. Just come back if he's still here, baby doll.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Jerome. I talked to you once before, and I've been crying. I'm driving, but anyway, I just want to thank you because when you were talking about how what you went through with her and how it affected you, I was one of the ones who told you, your son needed you because if it affected you like this as an adult, you can imagine what's going on with him. And I just want to thank you for sharing with us because we do love him. I love all the children, but he just stood out to me all the time. And when you were talking about him learning, he used to cry to do homework, so he's not slow. He wants to learn. So I
Mhm.
just want to share that with you. You.
And again, I'm a type of person, I take information in. So and
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful for the people who said certain things, whether in the comments or to me, because I needed that tough love that night.
Mm-hmm.
I needed that.
Hey,
Hey
reveal.
y'all. Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to say, God bless y'all. And Gerard, I noticed the difference from when you first came on and you were bashed a lot, but you kept your truth saying, I might need to go to a psychiatrist and see something that's too much for me. But guess what? All praises be to God. And it's so easy for somebody to judge somebody, but you not in their shoes. And you
Mm-hmm.
turn around that quick. So all the praises you getting amongst all the praises you didn't get that day, because I remember everybody bashed you. Oh, brother, you don't want to stand up and all that, but you kept it honest. This is a lot for me. I didn't notice that lady told me, stay out, just pay me. And you abide by the wishes because it's easy to protect your spirit and your energy. But guess what? What God got for you can't nobody stop, you know?
Mhm.
And even though, and even then, when they were bashing you when you first came on, you didn't say a bad word. You didn't say nothing bad about it. You just said, y'all understand I'm protecting my energy. And you moved in God's way. You didn't move in the people's way. You moved in your way. And look what God has done. And I fall short of the glory, and I'm not perfect, but I'll say this. If you don't believe in God, look at Gerard in this situation and every sister that sat on this panel that held him down. Sometimes we want shit to move in our way. It ain't about our way because at the end of the day, it's his call. It's on him. And I just want to say, God bless you, Gerard. God bless the panel, everybody. And anybody that judged him, you have no jurisdiction on the high almighty God. If that,
Thank you.
yeah. And God bless you,
I hear
Gerard.
that.
You
Moesha.
did that,
Thank
brother.
you.
You sat through all
You
the
know,
torment and all the name calling, and you didn't allow it to move you. Cause
Mm-hmm.
when you moving in God's way, it can't nothing be done with you. And that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, reveal the truth. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, and that was a lot of people may not know when I did that with Charlie. I had only knew about information for about maybe less than 48 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
I was under a kind of I was in a state of shock for a lot of stuff. um and I was angry, I was a lot of emotions. But I remember that day, it was one girl, and I'll never forget it. It's things that make you change your conversation that you never forget. The girl, I told that girl that she was being too emotional, and I and I
Mm-hmm.
and I thought about that, and I said I would never tell my sons you being too emotional. And that's what changed my attitude about that whole interview. Was I just said something I wouldn't even tell my own sons. Um, and so that day I had just got through the information, and I needed to step back and just pay attention to things, you know. And
Right.
another thing, I've let me say this. My I was Y'all see me now, but I was raised by a street. My brothers were street dudes. So the way you do things in the street is you move in silence. So
Right.
when I said I was thinking about it, I went
Mm-hmm.
back to how my brothers tr- taught me how we do it in the streets. You move
Mm-hmm.
silent, you back up, you say little, you watch everybody, you watch everything, and you
Mm-hmm.
and you move in silence. And that's what I chose to do.
Too. And you did, and that was wonderful. And that's what I like. I applaud you, with as well, because
Mhm.
you could have, got angry. You could have got mad. You could have been like, forget this. I ain't dealing with this shit. I pay my child support, so I ain't gotta. You didn't do that. You stepped up, and you you was that, that honest man, and I respect you for that. You understand what I'm saying? Because it you just don't find, too many men like you. And I want to say thank you for doing that, because like I said, I'm gonna keep stressing it. Hezekiah is my baby, and I was ready to
I
go to
know.
Detroit and
That's
kick her
that's why, and I'm gonna
about
tell
my
you this,
baby.
and that's one of the reasons why I was willing to talk to you is because saying you've been solid about that since day one. Since I talked to you, you like, that's my boy, you better take care of him. So
Right.
uh I
I
Because if
heard
still
y'all
want
I
wasn't
heard
coming to
you.
Jeremiah
get him,
bad,
I
but
was coming
I'm
to get him.
sorry.
I do. Listen,
I want Jeremiah bad behind. I do. I want him.
when I met him, I wanted to take him too, but they did put something in the paperwork. She wanted it in there, I believe, that wouldn't allow us to take any other kid. So
Oh, wow.
I would have loved to take him. I would have loved to take him. I had friends. I had my friend uh said to me, if don't nobody take the twins, I'll take them. I had people that were willing to step up outside of me to take on any of the kids. Um, that's just how the people around me are. We we don't just look at the one that belonged to me. We were looking at all of them and saying, if we tell CPS, we'll take them. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's the support he got, is we taking care of all of them. So, but again, thank y'all for the comments. Thank y'all for
Yeah,
saying something to me.
I love Jeremiah. I break
Yeah.
him like a wild stallion. I love to have that little boy.
And I got some more people in the queue.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, can you hear me? Just want to make sure before I say anything.
You sound kind of low, baby. If you want to just turn your
Yeah.
volume up a little bit.
Okay, can you hear me now? Like
Yeah,
I'm
Yes.
I
just
can hear
kind of
you.
okay. So, I just have a question about when you first went to go get Hezekiah, because from what I was hearing, that he didn't really know that he had a father to begin with. So, how did that interaction
Right.
go? Like, was he scared, timid? I don't know if you went over it
It
already. I
was
came in a little late.
Listen, man. This is the one thing you remember. His mother is Muriel, so it's not a lot of fear, she has.
Mm.
So I don't think he was afraid. He was excited more than anything because when I got there, Cooper was putting the girls in the car seat. Me and Cooper kind of got there at the same time. Cooper was putting the girls in the car seat. He was getting them together. They had all, Matthew was running over there, hugging on everybody. And then I came in. And so everybody thought I was with Cooper. Uh, but they just didn't know me. So when I told the lady I'm here to pick up Hezekiah, I'm his dad, that's when he looked at me and stared at me and started smiling. Oh, y'all about to
Aw,
get me
I
choked
love to
up
hear
again.
things like this.
Uh,
No, because
and
when we're
it
watching
was
on the
like,
app, it was just we thought like the kids had no family, no hope outside of Muriel and her little people. So honestly, I'm surprised and I'm happy that he actually does have a support system outside of that toxicity, because it was really bad. Like
yeah,
just watching
at
that every
least
day, it was
at
terrible.
least the kids have a support group outside of that. Maybe not her. She may have burned her bridges, but I
Right.
don't think the kids have burned their bridges, which is good because and I know that to be true because when I saw those kids interact with each other, they through all of the stuff that they went through, they still found a way to love each other. That's why
Mm,
I want to, and I will try my hardest to keep him in contact with his brothers and sisters. I think that's going to be very important to the development of him being with me and the development of him being a man as he get older. Uh, but our first interaction, I wanted to hug him. I wanted to hug on him and kiss on him, but he was ready to go. He said bye to them, and he was at the door before I was, and I got him in the car and he took a nap. He went to sleep. So he at least felt comfortable enough in the car to go, all right, I'll sleep in front of these people. So he was comfortable. And like I said, I didn't love on him really until it was time to get him in the house. He came in, he took a shower, I bought him some night clothes.
Oh shoot.
Can you
I'm
hear me
sorry,
now,
y'all.
Ty?
Hold on. Just one. Yeah, hold on, my connection dropped. Hold on
Hello.
just 1 second. Hold on. My if Gerard, if you can hear me, you want to get back in the queue. Hold on just 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. Shit. My connection dropped. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if y'all connection, but it seemed like it's taking y'all a while to get on the panel. I apologize, y'all. My connection, my connection dropped. Okay, y'all still here? Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. That's my fault. I apologize. I don't know what happened. My shit dropped. Gerard and Velvet, come back in the queue because I'm gonna let y'all back down. Hold on, let's see. And then I'm gonna bring y'all back up. Hold on, let me see where y'all at. Oh my goodness, what is this doing? Hold on. I don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, there we go. Okay, Gerard, I'm sorry. I do apologize for that. That was my fault.
You fine.
Yeah, let
um,
me put you back in the big
but
box.
your question, it was it was a it was a cool meeting, and he was pretty, he was happy, and I think I was happy, and it was a good night.
Okay, that is so wonderful. I got Scorpio Sniper coming up.
Hey,
Oh
Gerard.
man,
Hey,
hey.
Ty, hey, like them. First of all, let me say, Gerard. Hey, I know sometimes just me as a person, sometimes my thoughts and opinions can come across um as a bit harsh. So let me apologize to you if I made you feel um
No, 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 no. You never apologize. You will never apologize to me. The way you came off is if is somebody who concerned. I listen. I'm not timid. I've been around enough strong women and strong black women to know when you're being malicious and when you're not. And you never were malicious. You told me exactly what I needed to hear as a person who hasn't been around his son and as a person who was thinking about himself and not the well-being of his son. Don't ever apologize for that. You were absolutely 100% right for that.
okay,
Wants to
because
be the sister wife, by the way, just so
right,
you know.
respectfully, but it just came from a place of my father was not around for many years due to my own mother's actions. And then my brother took a back seat to his own son's life because he had a baby's mother that was very vindictive as well. So I'm like, it was personal for me. It's like, no, stop allowing these females to dictate what type of relationship you're gonna have with your kids. Be involved. So um I'm glad you did your thing. I'm glad that
Yeah.
you didn't take a back seat. I'm glad you worked your set behind the scenes. Um, you're like a dope guy. Your smile is going from here to there. Um, it's bittersweet because you know, as a mother, you want the children to
I
be
can
raised with their mother. It's just a natural thing. But I think this is best for him. I hope if Muriel is looking in the window, which we know she is, you know, for me personally, I want to see her get well. I want to see her get better. I want to see her be an active mother in her children's lives. I want to see you, Cooper, Patrick, Muriel, all the kids, your wife. I want to see y'all be each other's village because I think that's what those children are going to need. I don't know if it's
hmm
possible, but that's my hope.
Hey,
I
I
and
agree,
that's kind of
Scorpio.
my thing too, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted, them not to fight online. um her and Cooper, but I had to also realize too that, you know what I'm saying, I was not preview to certain things. So when I went online and I told, trying to tell Cooper and her to stop, I didn't know that she had said something about his mama. Listen,
Oh,
listen. If Cooper listen, I apologize. When she says something about moms, all gloves is off. I apologize for even coming at him and telling him to stop and chill out, because I get that. You don't talk about moms. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk about moms, you don't talk about dads. And so I apologize. I've never been able to apologize to Cooper about that, but I apologize about that because, I
Parts in the comments, y'all. You breaking up again, Gerard. We can't hear you if you're talking.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, but
Scorpio, what did you have anything
I,
else? Oh, go ahead.
no, that was just it. I'm glad things are working out. I'm glad things are moving in a healthy direction. I'm just glad. I'm glad for Hezekiah. He looks like he's thriving. You look like you thriving. I know it's a huge adjustment, but like you said, just keep praying about it. Just keep allowing God to guide you. Just keep allowing God to put positive people in your life. Everybody won't have your best interests at heart, but if you allow God to lead you and to guide you and to tell you and to tap into your gift of discernment, then you won't go wrong. And I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad it worked out.
yeah.
Thanks,
And
Ty.
again, and again, you personally know what's up. I contacted you on I sent you a message and let you know. I didn't
You
send a
did.
lot of people messages, but I made sure you knew. I
You
told you
did. And I was
you sniper me with that one for real. You hit my
yeah,
heart
and
with
look,
that one. You
but you
did.
know what? I had a father that was absent because of my mother. My brother was absent out of my nephew's life because of his baby mama. So I'm like, it was personal, and
You
I'm
ain't
like, come on now, you didn't
and
sound like a bad guy.
yeah,
You
yeah.
sounded like a solid
And I
guy.
get it.
Nothing she said about you was bad. Like I didn't pick up negative vibes. Like where the fuck is he at? Come on, move it, Gerard. So yeah,
And I needed it. And I got moving. I got moving.
you did.
I just said I had to move. I had to just like you sniper me in the heart, I had to move like a sniper. I had to back up, aim, pay attention, and figure out how I was gonna go forward. So thank you.
And you did it. No, thank you. Now I'm gonna get down because I like to cry. Bye, Gerard.
All right, now she trying to be chose, Gerard. Watch out. She trying to be chose.
She's so silly.
And like I said, y'all make sure y'all connection is on point, because if you take too long to come up, or if you come up and there's something going on, then I'm gonna have to drop you because we got other people needing, and we don't want to
Yeah.
take too much of his time.
And
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 you
yeah,
you
and
know
I'm
you
only
just
gonna do
let me know
another
when you're ready.
and I'm probably gonna do another 10 minutes. It's like 7:20 here.
Uh
So I'll
huh.
do it to 7:30 and then I want to get in there and hang out with them.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Hold on just 1 second.
And truly, since he allowed me to do this, I don't want to take away too much of his time.
Right.
And again, if his mother is in here, he is doing fine and he does love you. Yeah, I'm never going to change that in him, and I'm never going to let him feel any type of way about you. And you ain't never got to worry about me talking negative about you, cuz that ain't my relationship with you. And that's not how I get down.
I know that's right. And that's the right thing. Like I said, don't let that girl, take you out of your character and, take you off the track that you
Yeah,
need to be on to be able to provide and love your son. So,
yeah.
okay, I guess that person, here you go. True, I'm about to add you
But
up.
but y'all, but y'all need to quit calling them. Y'all need to quit calling them villagers. Y'all need to call them children of the corn. Because some of them people is lost. Some of them people acting like zombies and crazy.
Yes, they are. Hey,
Can
True.
you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, how y'all doing? Hi, Jerrod, and congratulations,
Uh,
and thank you for being who you are. Just a couple of questions. When is Hezekiah's birthday?
his birthday is July 8th. It's actually it's
Oh,
funny
July.
you asked me that.
Yeah, Cancer.
It's a couple days. Man, let me tell you, I'm so glad I get along with cancers. I love cancers. Some of my
I
good
love
friends are
Cancers.
cancers. You know what I'm
I'm a
saying? They
Leo,
petted in a
so I'm
mug.
right behind
They
them.
petted in a mug, but boy, I love me some cancers. And they
Amen.
good petty too. They that good petty. That's they that I'm mad at you for 7 years, and and I ain't getting over it until you apologize. I love cancers, but keep going.
God bless you. And one more question. So for Muriel, does the child support stop?
Um,
It's
so
right at this
let me
point.
tell let me talk about that too. She said that the payments weren't going through, and after she said that, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. She told me that, and I went and I got on top of it, and I made sure she got her money. She was getting the money for child support.
I know that's right.
She never had to ask twice. So
I know she didn't.
those couple months that she didn't get, not only did I pay for those couple months, but I also gave her more money, and they were taking it out of check. As of right now, she's still continuing to get child support from me until
What?
we do a cancellation. Yeah, listen, until we I don't want to talk about what I'm doing, but until we cancel it out, yes, she will still be getting it. Don't worry, I'm working on it.
Holy
But
crap.
but listen, man, my whole thing is I take care of my child, and two, if the mother's asks, I make sure I get it. So that was the
I
thing. I
know
was
that's
making
right.
sure
And I
she was
believe
getting
that.
it,
I believe you.
you know.
I totally
Beyond all
believe
of
you.
that, and beyond all of that is it really is just money. Cuz money cannot make me feel the way I felt when I saw him that damn Thursday at almost 8 o'clock.
I know it.
That money ain't going none of that money made me feel the way I felt when I saw him. Nothing
And
made
that's my
nothing
last question. What you just
uh
said just there. This is my last question. When that moment, I don't know if you said it, I came in alive late, but that moment when you brought him and took him to your house and when he saw his new siblings, like how was the interaction? I want to hear all that happy stuff. How
their
was like
interaction
what was the
was
first
their
thing?
interaction was pretty cool. My youngest son was the one that pulled his stroller right up to him while he was sitting on the couch, and he looked up at him and he just started because he can't say no words, so he started saying his
Right.
little gibber at him. The other
Oh,
boys were kind of the other boys was kind of in their rooms, and what they said is they want to give them space because of everything that happened. The interactions didn't come
okay.
until the next day. That's
Okay.
when we kind of, sat down. They gave him his space, and then it
Right.
was full on playing video games, hanging out with him, eating together. Uh, it was just they was, on him. My interaction with him really came when he was eating, and I was at the table and he was at the table. I wasn't eating, I was just watching him eat, and then he just looked at me watching him eat, and he just smiled, and I just smiled back at him. And so it was like
Oh my
we ain't need no
goodness.
words. We was just It was like, yo,
Look,
he's, I was
Gerard,
like,
my
yo, he a
birthday
dumb
is
little
July.
kid.
Listen, my birthday is July 28th. You owe me a pair of mink eyelashes, okay? Because I cried through this whole live and had to destroy my lashes. So July 28th, I'm looking for something in the mail.
I got you, girl. I got you, sister.
And that's all I had to say. God bless you. God bless all of you. You, Gerard, you made this whole live happy. You made this whole live happy. Like this, it
Uh,
made my day. I know it
Listen,
made my day.
I don't have a listen. I've been through too much to have, negative things. And again, I tell you, my 17-year-old has been, and so I've learned how to respect certain things, and as a dad, and I say it like this out of respect for his mom, and I know people hated it. I do it alone, not single. And I do it alone out of respect for his mom, because his mom is still there, even though she isn't present every day. She's still there. And um, but as I was doing it alone, I started to appreciate things, and women, and singleness and everything. But I don't have no time to be upset. This should be a happy conversation, and I think it has been.
Mm-hmm.
So
Amen.
thank you for coming up, and thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. And God bless you.
Hey, Big
How
O.
y'all doing?
Hey,
Hey,
how
how
you
y'all
doing?
doing? I'm trying to count down, but it's okay.
How
I don't have to
about you?
count down. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
I
we
just
can.
want to say congratulations on the reuniting with your child, with your son. Congratulations. And I just want to let everybody know it is absolutely a lot of strong dads out here and dads who care. I went through the same situation when I was a little girl with my parents. And guess what? Guess who came to save us from defects? Y'all call it DHS, CPS. That's what y'all call it, but it's defects where I live.
Okay.
And my dad came to save us as well. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it hurted. It really hurted me when I stepped into this live and you was here. It just brought some tears down. But I'm gonna just get down because I don't like for my kids to see me cry. But I want to say congratulations, stay blessed, and keep doing
Thank you.
you.
And to my more than
You breaking up,
something that went through my
Gerard. It's hard to
than
hear you.
anything
I'm
is
sorry.
if
I ain't meant to
okay,
interrupt you. You're breaking up real bad.
okay, can you hear
It's
me now?
like it's real choppy. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right, am I back?
Yes,
How
yes.
do it sound now? Okay.
You sound great.
So that's another thing. That's another thing too that I had to deal with too, is, I had to really say to myself that he needs me. I haven't been there for 8 years, and he really needs me now. There's no way I get. Listen, only God can give you second chances. I swear to God, only God can give you second chances. And I feel like this is
Mhm.
the second chance that he gave me. And ain't no way I'm gonna fuck this one up. Ain't
I
no
know
way I'm
that's
gonna fuck
right.
this one up. I mean, sorry for saying it like that, but that's all I kept saying in my head is I ain't messing this one up.
You
And so
bet
when they
not, cause you know you got
to
me
go
on
and pick
your
him up,
ass, Gerard. You know I take hey, I go there with
and
you
as
and whoever has a
and you see
Put
Scorpion out there,
Scorpio on your ass. Yeah.
he's
I
shooting
put
hard.
Scorpio on you so
Oh, yeah.
fast.
you know we ain't
So
playing.
that's one of the things I thought about. I said to myself, I can't fail him twice, especially if
Facts.
God gave me a chance. I can't fail him twice.
I know
You better
that's
not
right.
want to.
You bet not want to.
I'm not.
Hey
Somebody asked, "Do
boom.
I want
Hello,
full custody?"
everyone.
I do, but it ain't up to me.
Right. That's a fact. Hey boom.
Hello, everyone. Hey, y'all. How are you guys doing today? I just want to say, last time you were in an interview, I asked you a question about if you could see yourself in him, and at that time, you kind of were, still unsure about the whole situation. So now, can you look at him and see features, see things that remind yourself of yourself?
So
Good
feature wise,
question.
no. I'm not really good at looking at my me and my wife argue about this all the time because I don't look at my boys and think they look like me. But personality, Jesus, that boy. When I said my son is my 17-year-old is very competitional, like, and he has that. I think my son is like that because I'm very competitional. Competition is like in my heart. I don't always compete against people. I'm normally competing with myself, but I see things in his personality that's like my other boys, that's like me.
Mm,
So so the
mm.
more that I'm watching him, I see certain things as he talks and as he do things, that's like me. That like the whole not backing down, even though how small he is, that was me. You know, so it's things, you know what I'm saying? His mouth is all his mama. But that's cool. That's cool. You know, I can see me and I can see her in him. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I I'll manage that. I can manage that stuff with him. But yes, I'm
That is
starting to see
awesome.
some things.
That is awesome. And last thing, I don't have another question. I just want to big you up for doing the work you were supposed to do while he was growing up. Because had you not done that work with therapy and, ensuring that you're emotionally intelligent, you wouldn't have been prepared to just step up the way you did. So all the things that have happened, that's water under the bridge. And so I just want to big you up for, ensuring that you are emotionally okay. So kudos to you.
Yeah, and I recommend other men too that you need to figure check that out because that allows me to not be up here and say anything negative about her. That's also allowed me to you know be in a unsure situation. Like I was nervous to go and see him, but I think that therapy and a lot of stuff and friends and stuff helped me to deal with certain things.
Hey, Juicy. I'm not sure. That's why y'all wanna, come up, make sure that y'all connection is on point. Nobody else is in the queues. Or did anybody else have any questions before he go? Cause he only got a couple more minutes. Okay, hold on just 1 second. There you go.
Hey Cooper, how you doing? I
That's
mean,
that
Gerard, how you doing?
Yeah,
Gerard. Don't call.
it's cool. It's cool. I would get offended if I ain't like Cooper. I think Cooper's a cool dude. So go ahead.
So I was wondering, did you ever look at the videos where it was bought out house? I hate to say it, but I just want to know that Samaya was touching on him. Did you ever see those videos?
So I'm glad you brought that up because I'm a talk about certain
And
things.
like again, I said
So
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up, but I just wanted to know. I'm sorry.
And just
no,
mute
no, no,
yourself,
no,
Granny, because
because
it's an echo.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down.
so it's all right, it's cool that you brought that up because that's one of the things I didn't do is I didn't let my wife watch any of the videos and I didn't watch my boys watch any of the videos. The one thing is I didn't want them to have a level of anger or anything. So I asked them could they please not watch it or try to look it up and they respected my wishes. I wanted when Hezekiah came into the house, they looked at him as Hezekiah and not what he had been going through in his house. We did talk about some things, but we didn't go into great detail. They trust that I can hold certain things and I'll give them the information they needed. So with that being said, I did watch some videos as much as I could because some videos is just too much for me as a dad and as a thing. But there are certain things that he will be going to therapy for because there's some things that I can deal with and there's some things that I can't deal with. I've never been touched. If he was touched, I've never been touched. So that's an area I can't help him with. So I'm going to need somebody that's more professional than myself to talk to him to reveal some things. I know through some videos he's been coached. So to decoach him, he needs to go to therapy so somebody can help him decoach, some of the things that have been going on. So there's some things that he will be going to therapy. But I haven't even had him a week yet. And I ain't got him in school yet. So all of that stuff gonna come in time.
Hello, can
All
you hear
right.
me?
Yes, ma'am. We can
Hi,
hear
Ty and Black Velvet. Hello. Hello, Gerard. How are
Hey.
you? I don't
Hi.
have a question. I just want to say congratulations. My heart is so full for my baby Hezekiah. I'm telling you, that's my boy. Ooh, him and Matthew, those is my two. So when you do get that list going, please make sure that these ladies get it in their inbox because, honey, I am going to load up. Ooh, you just don't know. I am just so elated because
I
he's
am.
okay and to know the things that he heard about you in the past and just look at you guys now, man, I can just see the future, man. You just don't
I
know.
am. I'm gonna get the list together. Somebody is going to help me, put a list together and help and get me going. I'm not used to anything. I'm not used to it, but I did say, out of a natural respect for certain people, I did say I was going to come back on here and give an update. So I've done two updates right now, and I said I was going to do three. So there is a third one I'm going to do out of respect. I did ask Hezekiah. I always ask that little dude, is he okay with doing it? So
Right.
hopefully by the time I do that last one, it will be up. I promise to work on it.
Okay, well, take your time, but I just, like I said, make sure the ladies get it because, like I said, I'm just so happy, and that way they can get things. And summertime's coming up. If he ain't got a
Mhm.
bicycle, I'm your girl. I'm telling you, I want this child to have a
we
childhood. I want
we
him to
go
do
we
things that little
yeah.
boys do.
We gonna get them together. And when I mean that, I mean the family. And if y'all want to give anything, that's because he again, man, he's a good kid and he
He
deserves
is.
it.
He do.
I'm looking forward to this snow being gone so we can, figure it out. We are me and my wife, and this is off the topic, and I'm about to get off when I after I say this. Um, now got six boys, so it's six boys. So with six boys, and we like taking family vacations. We love hanging out with the boys. So now I got to look at a bigger vehicle. Um, and I've been fighting my wife for about a year or so about getting a minivan and all that. We gonna break. We take so we can get understanding that the world is way bigger than the city.
Okay. Well, you
All right,
just enjoy
can
it.
you
And
hear me?
thank you for letting me come up, guys. I appreciate it. I just wanted to let you know, take your time getting it done because we still, trust and believe, we still going to be here for Hezekiah. Believe me. So take your time and get settled
Yeah,
and everything, but we still going to be here and enjoy. Thank you so much.
no problem. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, we could hear
All
you.
right, yeah. I was just saying we're gonna be taking some trips when the weather break. It's still snowing here, but I can't wait. We love taking the boys out for new experiences, and he gonna have a lot of new experiences. We like to go hiking, we like to go swimming, we like to go to the lakes, we like to learn new things, see new stuff. And here in Michigan, we like to go up north and hang out in the forest. You know what I'm saying? We do all type of stuff. I'm into my boys being boys. So I'm excited for him to get used to life outside of just the city.
Trying to go on vacation with y'all. This sound like fun to me. Shit.
Man, we have listen, we have a ball. We do. But again, a book I read, and I apply it to my life. Raise your kids like people you like. So if you raise your kids like people you like, you want to be around them, and it's easy to do vacations and do trips. You know what I'm saying? We can come up with the money, but those times of, being in a room, being in a hotel room, or being in a cabin, you know what I'm saying? Just what for them, watching VHSs, because we got a lot of forests out here that don't have internet reception. That's what I really like. When the kids don't can't be on the internet and all they got to watch is VHSs, and they get back to just hanging out and campfires. I like doing that with the boys because we don't know how. I don't know, my boys getting older and they're gonna be out of the house, and I don't know how many times they're gonna be able to do stuff like that. So I appreciate times like that. So heck yeah, I'm waiting for the weather to break for us to take trips.
And the way you sound, Jerron, it's just like you sound so happy and like filled with joy, and I'm just like I appreciate that. I really do. Like I really love this moment right here. This is because like I said, Hezekiah is my boy. I cannot stress it long enough. I really can't because I don't play when it comes to him. You know what I'm saying? When they were saying that somebody came over to my live talking about Hezekiah in the corner. I went over there and said, get my son out that dang corner on the wall or wherever she put him on. So,
listen,
I was talking
listen.
my shit.
I don't care what nobody say. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. I'm always a certain way. But that video was funny. I'm gonna not lie to you. He was only trying to irritate her by repeating everything she said. If I was in the house as a dad, I would have been like, "Hey, you stop doing that." Later on in the night, I would have probably told him that was kind of funny, but don't do that to your mom because you don't want her to go off. And I ain't got time for to be getting in trouble for laughing. That's how I would have handled it. But
Right.
it was kind of funny, and y'all know it.
Because she said, what? Hit the wall. And he hit the wall. Shit.
He
You
gonna hit
telling
the
me what to do.
wall.
Right.
That boy.
And that's
That
what I
boy.
love it.
So so all right, I'm gonna get off of here and I'm gonna get in there and cook for him and hang out with him um
I
for the
know
rest of
that's
the night.
right. And it, and again, thank you so much for
Uh thank
You.
keeping me updated with everything. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thank you for being and thank you for being understanding about certain things, even when what I'm saying, I came to you and I talked to you on the back end. You were willing to, yo, this is between me and you, yo, I'll share this
Mm,
with very limited people. And even your
mm,
words of just be careful, those
yes.
were great. So you've been a solid, what I'm saying. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
I've only came and did interview with solid people. I've only talked to
Right.
solid people that was good on the back end and whatnot. So I wouldn't
Right.
even did this if I didn't think you were a good person. And I sat back and I listened to some things you said. But
Mhm.
all right,
And I thank you
I
for
need to
that.
get off of
Thank
here.
you. Okay, yeah, mix him his food and shit. So yeah.
And we yeah,
So let's
and we
Aiden
gonna
to
keep talking.
Hezekiah. Okay, yes, please do. Do not be a
We'll
stranger.
keep talking.
Please
We'll keep
don't.
talking on the back
Okay.
end. I will.
Okay, yeah. Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
You have a good night.
Bye.